Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're here with a life update slash girl chat, and I am so excited. I was supposed to do this video like 3 weeks ago, but y'all know life be life, and so here we are. I have a bunch of questions, so we're just gonna hop straight into it. To start off, we're just gonna start with the basics. My name is Sierra. I am 27 years old. I just turned 27 in November. I am a wife. I am a mother to about to be 2 kids because I'm currently pregnant. I have a 3-year-old and then one still inside of me. What else? Because I feel like, y'all, last time I did a life update, I don't even think I had 100 subscribers, and now I'm at 180. 180. Y'all, imagine over 100 people looking at you in a room. Like, that's just, oh, I don't know. And like my little let me turn my thing off. My little shorts that I've been posting been doing good. I've been gaining new subscribers, and I'm just so happy. So hi to all y'all who are new here, who don't know me. Yeah, so that's basically the gist. My name is Sierra. Yeah, that's basically the gist. I'm a stay-at-home mom as of right now. And yeah, I live in Alabama. I'm from Detroit. What else? That's pretty much all y'all really need to know, honestly. If y'all got any other questions, y'all can put them in the comments and I answer them. But that's all y'all really need to know right now. What else is a lot? That's basically the huge life update, is that I'm pregnant now. We had our wedding last year, but we've been married for like a year and a half now. Our wedding was 6 months ago. Hence why I'm 6 months pregnant. And yeah, let's get into the questions. Let me pull that up. Yeah, so starting off, which is a good question, do I have any specific content goals? It's basically just to push more content out, because I feel like that's what's been helping me gain the recently new subscribers that I've been getting, is because I've been posting a lot of like shorts and stuff, and I found that a lot more people watch my shorts, and I've been gaining subscribers off of that. So I really been trying to like figure out what I like recording more, so that I can get comfortable into recording that more often and posting it. So that's basically my goals. And then my next big goal is 200 subscribers, which I can't wait till I hit 200. Baby, I'm giving me a cake. I've been seeing a lot of people do that, and I'm like, yes, I'm doing that when I hit 200, and it's coming so soon. And I recently was like at 170 like a few weeks ago. I was at 170, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to hit 200. And I'm like, I don't know what's a reasonable time for him to set a goal for that, but I gained 10 new subscribers like that. So I was like, okay, I know it's achievable. Anyways, moving like into the next question, it says, what's my least favorite thing about content creation? I feel like my least favorite thing is probably editing, simply because like I be dragging it, and it's like I like editing when it all comes out and it gets done, but I feel like it just be a lot that goes into editing. And it's like, now it's like, if you don't have the pro version of like CapCut and all these different things, it's like a lot of stuff that you can't do. Especially, I feel like even from when I first started editing my videos to now, like they've blocked off a lot of stuff and switched it to like just pro. And it's like, I shouldn't have to pay you for these extra features, but it's like, okay, whatever. And me personally, sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll like pay for it for like a couple months and use it, and then sometimes I just be like, for the most part, I'm just like, I'm not paying for that, because like I'm not even a huge content creator. So it's like, why am I paying to use something and I'm not making money from this. So yeah, I don't, that's like my least favorite thing, the editing. I feel like my editing is not up there, so it just, that's not my favorite thing. And then on the opposite side, what I love about content creation is just the memories. Like, I like being able to go back and look at, you know, what I created, like what I recorded. The memories is just, I love it. And I love that my daughter, she loves watching our videos. So anything that she in, really, she loves, you know, going back and watching it like on the TV and stuff. And I just love that. I know that like down the line we'll be able to always just go back, because it's always gonna be there. We'll always go back and watch it, and it's just, that's my favorite thing about it. Next, how do I balance me time with being a wife and a mom? I don't. Barely. I'm still figuring that out, y'all. I don't know. And then I'm trying to figure it out for real before I had this second baby, because I know it's only gonna get rougher. It's only gonna be tougher to have some me time. I only know that it's gonna get tougher, so I'm trying to like find ways to be like, okay, this time I have to, you know, sit down and actually focus on me. Honestly, with my hair, I kind of just became like a straight natural. Y'all know I did have the curls and all that stuff, and since last year I kind of just became a straight natural. It's just easier to maintain for me, especially because I don't too much go to many places, and I feel like the straight, like I can straighten my hair and it'll last me for like a good month. I ain't gonna say month, that's kind of pushing it. For it to be looking good, kind of how it is now, it'll last me for a good like 3 weeks, and then I'll just wash my hair, do it over again. And you know, it's just easier for me than a natural right now. I mean, I'm still natural, but it's not, I'm a straight natural, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. It's just easier for me than like having the curls and all that stuff. So yeah. And what else I do for me time? Child, watch TV. Leave me alone. I watch TV right now. And or like what can I say, when I go to get my feet done, because y'all know I do my press on, but if I go to the nail shop to get my feet done, that's kind of like me time. Or but I'm trying to find, I want to find like more things that I can do that's just for me to pour back into myself, and I'm currently working on that. I don't really have no tips on that right now, y'all. I'm still figuring it out. Kind of going along to that, someone asked, how's marriage life? I mean, it's marriage life, like you gonna have your ups and downs, but overall I love it. I love it here. I love being a wife. I love having a husband. I just love it here. It's no like, I don't know, I feel like every relationship has ups and downs. Like that's just something you're gonna have to go through, regardless of who you with or if you married or not. That's just something that you're gonna have to go through. But overall, I love it. I would choose to be married over and over and over again if I could. What are you and your husband's long-term goals? Honestly, we have a lot more short-term goals right now than long. I feel like our main long-term goal that we have together, I'm just speaking together, this is not just like me, but together, I feel like our long-term goal is to buy a house and own a house. That's the major one right now. Everything else is still like stuff that we want to do within this year. Like they not that long term, so I'm not really gonna speak on that. Long term goals for myself, child, I got a million things that I want to do, but we're not gonna speak on that right now because that wasn't the question. Ooh, this next question, it says, how did you find the one with all the stress and incompatibility incompatibility that comes with dating. Child, I don't know. I didn't find this man. He found me. Say nah, but for real, we were set up and he ended up talking to me first, and then we kinda was just talking on and off for a few months, and then we just became a couple. We really didn't date, if I'm being honest. We really didn't date. We went on dates, so, but we wasn't like, oh, I'm dating you and all these other people. So yeah, I don't really know how to answer that question. I feel like the one, you're just gonna know when you know, and it's just gonna feel right to you. And I also feel like nobody is perfect, so you might meet somebody and y'all still gonna have stuff to work on. You gonna have stuff to work on, the other person gonna have stuff to work on, and y'all just gonna have to choose, do y'all want to get together and work on y'all stuff or not? That's all I can say. Like, I don't think nobody is ever, obviously nobody is ever perfect, and even when you get with somebody, even when y'all stop dating and become a real couple, even when y'all become married, y'all always gonna have stuff to work on individually and together. So that's just that stress that comes with dating. I don't know, because I feel like I didn't really date. I don't think I ever really dated, especially not as a grown woman. So I don't have no I'm laughing because this is so funny to me saying it out loud. I don't really have any advice for like dating, I guess. All I could say is you better be talking to God so he open your eyes to tell you who really for you and who ain't. That's all I can say. Okay, this question, like I said, I was supposed to do this talk like 3 weeks ago before I found out the gender of my baby, and the question is, am I hoping for a boy? Which yes, I was, and I am having a boy. So that's just something. And I'm so happy to be carrying a boy. I feel like ever since I found out, I just been like up in energy, like not energy, but like up in spirits. Like I've been happy. I've been feeling myself a little bit more. I don't know what it is. It's just having a boy glow. I don't know. How do you keep your relationship healthy and fun after years of being with each other? Keep dating. I don't know. I feel like you should always be willing to do stuff with your partner. Like, you can't just get in a relationship and be like, okay, we're not gonna go out no more. Like, where's the fun in that? Or I feel like for me, it's kind of harder since we have kids. It's kind of harder to like go out as much, but you can still do stuff together at home. Like, y'all can always watch a movie together, play games together. Me and my husband play video games together sometimes. 2 games I would recommend. It's this one cooking game we be playing. I think it's called Cookout 2 or something. I'm gonna put the name right here because I can't think of it right now, but it's some type of cooking game, and it is really fun. I feel like now that we passed so many levels, it's getting harder, and it be stressing me out sometimes. I don't really want to play. The game is called It Takes Two. Now the first game is called Overcooked 2. He just told me. So that's what the first game is called. The second game is called It Takes Two. Yeah, we play this on the PlayStation 5. Now the It Takes Two game, I really like that game. It's kind of like a story mode game, and y'all both have to really like work together to like play it, and it's based off of like, in the game it's like a husband and wife and they trying to like fight to fix their marriage or something, and you basically going through child, you gonna have to look it up to figure it out. But I like that game. We haven't finished it yet. Last time we played it we just stopped in the middle of the little game, so we ain't finished that one yet. But yeah, I would say y'all can play games, watch a movie together, cook dinner together. Now me and my husband ain't never really cooked dinner together, just because it just be a lot going on. I be looking like, well, why is you doing that way, and it don't be working out all that good. But that's one of my things that I do want to do, is cook dinner together, because I feel like, I don't know, but that's one of the things you could do, is cook dinner together, or just make dinner at home. Like, was it last week or the week before, I cooked this dinner at home, lit some candles, and it was like a nice little cute little thing, 5.0. It's a lot of stuff that you can do. I would say in order to keep your relationship fun and exciting or whatever, is to basically have fun together. That's your friend. At the end of the day, that should be your friend, and you should want to hang out with them. You should want to do stuff with them. So it shouldn't be that hard. Now, will it be sometimes where I feel like you gotta force it a little bit? Yeah, probably, because at the end of the day, you're still spending every day with this person. Especially like if you're married, living together, you're with that person every day. So of course sometimes it's gonna feel like repetitive. Y'all gonna feel like y'all roommates, but you just have to make that effort to really, you know, push past that and have fun, laugh, joke, play. Like, life ain't always gotta be serious. And then I feel like, as far as keeping a relationship healthy, this something else, if I'm being transparent, that's something else that we learned at y'all. I haven't been married that long. We've only been married for a year and a half. We've been together 5 years. This year will be 6 years. But we growing as people, we changing. So it's a lot of stuff that we still learning and working on every day. I feel like in order to keep your relationship healthy, you have to first put God in your relationship. Period, point blank. If I'm gonna tell this to everybody, whoever asks me, put God in your relationship. Y'all is not gonna make it without him. Okay? You need to be seeking God together, separately, and that's just what's gonna make it work. It's kind of like my main, I guess, tip that I could give to anybody who wants to be in a relationship, who are already in a relationship, whatever, is just to seek out God. Like, y'all make sure y'all pray together, pray apart, pray for each other. That's just gonna be what's gonna help y'all, honestly. That's the main thing. And this kind of goes into the second question. When I first had Dea, which is my first kid, my daughter, did it affect you and your partner? Yes it did. I feel like I ain't met a couple yet that had a kid and ain't had no problems after. Like, I'm just saying, I have never personally met somebody like that, but I feel like everybody gonna, let me just speak for myself. Yes, it did affect us, because at the end of the day, when you have a child, and it took me to have a child to know this, you're gonna change. Me, I'm not the same person I was before I had my daughter. I'm just not. Your body is gonna change, your mindset is gonna change, everything is gonna change. And if your partner doesn't understand that, which I think most men don't, if your partner does not understand that, or is not willing to understand that, y'all gonna clash, y'all gonna have conflict. Another thing that also brings conflict is parenting styles. If you don't discuss that stuff ahead of time, you're gonna bump heads when it comes, when you had a kid, basically. So I feel like One would kind of like had us bumping heads is parenting styles. Like I feel like, and honestly I feel like even if you had these conversations beforehand, like you can have to talk about like, oh, how you want to raise your kid and this that, but it's still gonna be like little stuff that pops up after you have your kid that you and your partner gonna have to discuss. Y'all gonna have to figure out. So I feel like that made us bump heads a lot in the beginning, because it was like we both new parents and we figuring out how we want to do this thing, or like different stuff we want to do or don't do with our kid. And so like when we would disagree, we didn't necessarily know how to go about it, so that caused conflict. Also, I went through postpartum depression. I'm not gonna go too in depth about that because that could be a whole video on its own, child. But I went through postpartum depression, which I knew it was real, but child, you don't know it till you in it. Honestly, you don't know it till you out of it, because I didn't even know how bad, child, I did not even know how bad I was in the trenches with that postpartum depression until 2 years later. Because I feel like I was in it really bad when I first had her, like for the first few months, and then I would like have these moments where it's like, okay, I feel good, I'm good, and then I would like get deep dive back in it or whatever. And then even like now, like I will always say, I feel like it really took like 2 years for me to hop out of it and be feeling like, okay, da da da, and where I started to look back and I'm like, girl, you was going through it, like, child. This is just, because I'm not gonna go too in depth because that could really be a story time on its own, but child, I was going through the motions all the time. I was getting mad at my husband all the time over stuff that didn't even have nothing to do with him. I remember one time I broke our TV, our 65-inch TV. I threw the remote. I was not trying to, my intention was not to hit the TV, but I hit the TV and it broke. And I was like, and then I was just like, okay, well, we just gonna have to buy another TV. It was times where like I would just be like, oh, I'm not gonna do too much, but it was just a lot. I remember, I still regret this to this day. My friends came down from Detroit. They drove from Detroit to Alabama, and they drove. When did they come? It was like a month, not even a month, because they came in. I remember they came in November. I had my baby October 28th. I don't exactly remember exactly when they came, but they came like around, like right after I had a baby. And I feel so bad to this day. I feel so bad because, and I didn't know that I was doing this when it was happening, but looking back, it was like, I feel like I was a horrible hostess. I feel like I kind of ignored them while they was down here. Like I was kind of like to myself in a room with baby, and they was in the living room. I feel so bad. And then I remember we had went out. I wasn't really talking. Like I was like I was there, but my mom was not there. My mom was not there, and I feel so bad because they drove all that way to see me and my baby, and I just felt like I was just, I feel like I just feel so bad because I really wasn't there with them like I kind of should have been. But child, I was depressed, child, and I didn't even know it. But yeah, that was a lot, and that affects relationships, because if you're a woman and you're going through postpartum and your partner don't know, or even if he do know, like, okay, you going through it, but he don't know how to deal with it, that might drive your partner away. And I know for me, just being transparent with us, he tried. He really did. Obviously, we still together. So he really did try to, like, figure out, like, okay, what's going on? Like, something is wrong with you. And basically he was just like, he don't know how to deal with it. Something's wrong with you. I don't know how to deal with it. He tried to get people to talk to me and stuff, but it was like, I didn't want to talk to nobody because it's like, I just feel like y'all don't know what I'm going through. Like, y'all was gone. I was so far gone. But it's funny now, but it's not funny. It's really not funny. Like, if you going through that, or you about to have a baby, and I would suggest, please surround yourself with people who can just be there for you and not judge you. Like, that was kind of one of the main things. I just felt like everybody was judging me, and it was just a whole bunch. But yeah, so I feel like your partner has to be willing to at least try, or at least, like, you know, I don't know, child. For me, it kind of drove a wedge between us because I was going through so much and he didn't know what was going on. And he felt like after he tried to help me and stuff, he felt like he couldn't help me nowhere, basically. And so it kind of like drove us apart a little bit. But eventually, you know, we came back together. But yeah, that's just something that happens after you have a baby. Like, postpartum depression is definitely real. I'm not gonna say it happens to, I don't believe it happens to everybody, but it happens to most women. And I feel like if you're not prepared for it, or your partner not prepared, if you're not prepared for it, or your partner isn't prepared for it, or y'all just don't know what to do, that could be something that like will end a relationship. So I just thank God that me and my man are good, and that it didn't break us. Well, it didn't terminate our relationship. Because, child, and that's another reason why I'm just scared that it's gonna happen again. I'm really praying hard that I don't have to go through that again, or at least, you know, I'll be able to recognize it when it happens, because I'm so scared about when I had this baby child. I really am. But I'm just praying, and if y'all know Jesus Christ, pray for me, okay? If y'all pray to Jesus Christ, pray for me, okay? Because I don't want to go through that again. I don't wish that on nobody. I really don't. And I really feel awful and sad. My heart goes out to those who have it way worse than me, or had it way worse than me, because I feel like I had it bad. But I know there's people out there that have it way worse, to where they're like ending their lives or their children's lives, and I just hate that for them. And I really pray that we can all just, you know, be better. I really wish that this just didn't happen to moms, because like, you're already going through a lot with giving birth, and you don't take care of a newborn, and then you got to deal with postpartum. Like, it just be too much. So yeah, but that was the last question I had, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video here. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'm always looking at the comments. I'm going to respond to you. So don't hesitate to put in the comments, or if you want to message me like privately or whatever, my Instagram is always in the description box, and my email. So if you want to DM me or something, you can. And I don't have no problem answering no questions, unless it's just a little too personal in my business, then I might not answer it. But, you know, if you have any random questions, feel free to, you know, DM me, comment, whatever, and I'll respond. But again, thank y'all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, y'all, so I can make it to 200 subscribers. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not